Alright, so, gute Nacht. Okay, ich bin Sarah. Und du?
Mein Name ist Timo.
Okay.
Ich bin Jan Philipp.
Woher kommen Sie?
Ich komme aus Düsseldorf in Deutschland.
Und ich komme aus Neuss.
Oh, and where is that actually? Sorry.
It's in the western part of Germany. Both cities very close to each other.
Okay. So, which university did you guys go to? Germany, I mean.
Actually, we study in the Netherlands.
Oh, you study in Netherlands.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Netherlands is neighbor country of Germany.
Oh yes.
And we both attend the Fontys International Business School.
Okay. Okay, and you? So you
we
guys
have the same
are
university as I'm in the course International Marketing, and you are...
Yes, I'm International Business and Management Studies.
Okay.
Yes.
So, how old are you?
I'm 25.
Yes.
22.
22. Okay. So tell me about yourself, Timo.
As I already mentioned, I live in Düsseldorf, which is the capital of the state North Rhine-Westphalia. I live together with my family, with my brother and my father and my mother in a house in a rural area close to the River Rhine. And yes, I'm studying at the Fontys International Business School, as I already told you, and 2 more years to go. And then I will hope to find a job.
Okay.
You're the eldest, right? From the siblings?
Yes, I'm the older one. My brother's 2 years younger and he's already working.
Okay. So, Philip?
I also live with my family in Neuss, which is neighbor city to Düsseldorf. Also in a very not in the inner city, but in the suburbs of Neuss. Yes, I also study in the Netherlands, so 1.5 more years to go.
Okay.
And besides studying, I do a lot of music in Germany. So I have a band back home, and I invest a lot of time there. Besides that, of course, meet my friends, go out, enjoy the weekend.
What kind of music do you play?
Indie rock with electro.
Wow, that's really cool.
Where's the band name?
Park and Ride.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Put that on YouTube. You should.
Yes,
Yeah.
we have definitely. You can check it all out.
Yes, we should I should definitely subscribe your channel. Okay. Okay. So.
One more.
Okay. So. What else? When you first, what makes you come to UITM? That's the first reason.
First of all, UITM was a partner university of our university in the Netherlands.
Okay.
So there was like a choice. We have to choose between these universities here in Malaysia. Yeah, and this was actually the reason.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, for me, I always wanted to explore Southeast Asia.
Okay.
So I researched all the countries, and I found Malaysia the most interesting of them all. So like Timo, we applied as first choice for Malaysia, and we were lucky to get one of the rare places. We definitely got what we wanted. So far, we are not disappointed.
Okay.
We love it.
There were only 3 places for three students, so Samira, Jan Philipp and me are the only ones from our university.
Sure, the lucky ones. Okay. So, since you have, did you have? Okay, it's okay. So since you have came here, so how do you find it? How do you find Malaysia?
Yeah, in the beginning it was of course a bit difficult for us to get hot. The climate conditions are very different from those in Germany. It's very humid and very hot, of course.
Okay.
Besides that, we have to get to know the culture here. It's also very different from the culture in Germany in many points. And yes, it was maybe there's something to add.
Yes.
Yeah, beautiful nature. We have to admit, like it looks so different.
Yes.
The everyday surrounding looks so different than it is in Germany.
Can tell.
So it's like a summer paradise.
Summer paradise.
For every morning. So far culture is of course different, but very open and easy to adapt to. Although of course we recognize these differences, but we felt so welcomed and very easily integrated to it. So people are very open-minded and
Yes.
try to accept
Very
us
warm.
and yeah.
Okay.
You guys, what are like the most significant difference in the culture between your culture and Malaysian?
One you can hear right now.
Okay. Alright.
We come from a Christian country.
Okay.
And in Germany, religion doesn't play such a high role like it does here. Yeah, but still we are accepted as we are, and that makes us very thankful. And we are also very eager to learn about the religion here. And what other cultural differences?
Another significant difference was definitely the role of the women here. It's different to those in Germany, how you behave between women and men to each other, and yeah, there's some things you definitely should know when you come here, or you learn to know when you come here.
Also, spicy food.
Of course.
That's a quite cultural difference. Like, yeah, the Malays love their food so spicy.
Yes.
You like spicy food?
We like spicy food, but what is declared as spicy in Germany is so totally
Yes,
different.
their
to what
level
it
of
is in
spiciness
Malaysia.
are less.
Yeah.
Nothing as spicy in Germany like here.
Nothing at all. If you would come to Germany and order something spicy there, you would ask them like, how is this spicy?
Okay, I can relate to that. Okay, so since our culture is different than your culture, so how do you adapt to the Malaysian culture for the songs?
Yeah, like I think it starts all with being open-minded, like accept the difference and try to make it your own culture. For at least the time you stay here, maybe also take some back to Germany. And yeah, I think it's a lot. The easiest way to adapt to a new culture is like keep your eyes open and also keep notice to the small differences. That's something you directly start to learn in the beginning, but it's nothing you can read about in preparation.
All set. Right. Okay, I ask you how do you find Malaysia, and now how do you find your ITM? How about studying the ITM?
Nice, very nice.
That's it.
That's it. Elaborate, please.
I think it's really a special experience because also for local people, I think it's not that hard to get access to that university, and they're usually only Malay people, and that makes it even more special for us from Germany to go to that university and to see so many local people there. Very nice.
You can really see like how different we are there. Like in
Yes.
Germany, we have, especially in our university, we have a lot of people from all around the world studying there. Here at UATM, it's like yeah, people recognize us quite
Yes.
easily.
Yes.
And also what is your study system is a little bit different.
Yes.
So for us, we only have like one final assignment or one final exam. Sometimes we have like a small presentation, but the main count for a subject is normally the final exam. So we are not used to carry mark.
Oh, you guys are not used to
That
carry.
was something we know from school, but yeah, we had to learn it again
Yes.
to continuously like prepare assignments.
Carry
And
marks is
also,
our
also
problem.
the small classes are different here from a classic university in Germany, for example, where usually, especially in our programs, they have huge rooms where you get yes.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
Don't want to know who class looks like what.
Yeah, I don't know what your class
It's usually like big rooms like that. Usually in big faculties, like
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
usually like engineering. Oh, God,
Yeah.
engineering.
Engineering fact was like huge and very well.
I mean,
The facilities are like very good.
you guys are like at Puncak Alam, right?
Yes.
So you guys don't know that. You guys know that the two twin tower buildings, engineering buildings.
Yeah, you know them.
Yeah, that's
Like you can see them from the
yes.
top.
Yes, that's how big they are in UIT. Okay.
I only know our small classes in Puncak Alam. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's also a sign of good education if you keep the groups small. You
Yes.
have a good interaction with your lecturer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the lecturer knows you.
Yes, yes.
High advantage.
So you said you guys are not used to carry marks.
Yes.
Carry marks is our bread and butter. Okay, so let's see. So wait, how many places have you been in Malaysia? Like, you know, do you guys went sightseeing and
Yes.
stuff?
I think Philip has seen some more than me at the moment.
Well, we can count together. So we started at Langkawi,
Ooh.
then Pulau Perhentian,
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
nice.
Melaka, Penang.
I can't remember.
Where was the elephant sanctuary?
Kuala Ganda.
Kuala Ganda.
Oh, Kalakanda.
Where did we? What's it called? There's KL, of course. We've been
Yes,
a lot.
KL, of course.
And all the cities around here, so Subang and all that. Also, we traveled around Malaysia while going to other countries. So, for instance, we've been to Thailand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and there's still some more places on the schedule to do next.
Well, you guys should go to. Yes, what was the name of it? The highest waterfall in Southeast Asia.
Oh, nice. Where is it?
It's at Perak.
Perak. Okay.
I'm here from Perak. I want to promote my own state, okay? So you're from Malacca, she's from Malacca. Okay.
From Johor.
Johor. Yeah.
Closer to
Johor is
Singapore.
down south, right?
Yeah, down south, close to Singapore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very nice.
And then when they go down to Johor, they forgot to go to Johor. Very straight, you go to Singapore.
Yeah, that's true. We go to Singapore, forget Johor, bye bye. Okay.
Is your family there?
Like it's not the first time I'm away from home for quite a while, so I'm pretty used to it. Like, I mean, nowadays with Skype and everything, like my family always had the premise, like, I mean, if they don't hear like every day from me, they know everything is fine. I will not contact them to complain or be sad or something. So normally we have like regular interaction, like I don't know, by WhatsApp or something, like texting maybe twice a week or something, and then Skype every every second week. What I really miss is, of course, is my girlfriend back home. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Where were you?
I do miss my family a lot, definitely. Especially at Christmas, which is on the 24th of this month.
yeah.
And in Germany, it's a big family festival
is.
where all the family comes together and
Yeah.
celebrates
Oh.
in the evening.
How do you plan to celebrate Christmas this year?
I will be alone in Cambodia, probably. So nothing special.
Why are you going to be alone? You should ask your friends to come down and celebrate.
Celebrate Christmas together.
But that's also something that we found out is like many people don't do here, but for us this backpacking and traveling alone thing is like pretty big. Like, he's going to Cambodia alone. I also
Wow.
traveled here alone with my backpack, and it's not like you want to be on your own. It's like you go there and directly meet new people. Like, it takes like 2 minutes until you meet new people and make new friends. And yeah. Also for Christmas I'll be going to Sabah.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, and my girlfriend comes over for 2 weeks, so
Ooh.
I'll spend my
So-
Christmas, and also my birthday is one week later.
Oh, okay. So you won't actually be alone.
Yeah.
So Timo, how about you? Someone special?
No, not someone special.
All right. Let's see.
It's hardly I like you to leave.
Yes, it's really okay. So Farha, any questions?
What? So far, what are your favorite foods?
Favorite food? Do you say food or fruit?
Food.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you have more than one food, then you can just take.
Yeah, definitely satay. Satay is, I love it. Like, it's so good.
Oh, my favorite. Oh my god.
Also, when you said fruit, like, your fruit here is so different from what we have. So you have like these rambutan, for instance. I love it. And also dragon fruit. You don't find that often in Germany.
It's typical Malaysian to ask about food to foreigners.
Yeah, very often.
Yes, it's a main thing to talk about the Muslim.
And we normally like, since especially here in Shah Alam, sometimes it's hard to find out, like, when you get the menu, it's not written in English, so you just like point on it and hope for it. And then just like try new things, like all the, still we are, you know, for 3 months, and haven't tried everything yet, so
There are
we
so many
continue.
dishes here.
Yeah.
Have you ever came across an experience where you order something and you actually regret you ordered that?
Because it's so spicy, yes. I can't remember. I know that the first time I ordered nasi lemak is like it's good. It's very good. But for us Germans, eating that spicy, especially in the morning,
Yes.
it's hard. It's hard. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's like that culture difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since we are talking about food
Yeah.
and celebrations, have you ever been invited to Hari Raya? Or,
We've been to open house for newborn.
Like baby showers, right?
Yeah, like baby shower, but they have like all this
Yes.
traditional food
Yes.
they bring, and people like dress up very fancy and all that. Yeah, it's very interesting, and we've been to quite a lot of Malay houses, so to see how the people live there. And unfortunately, we were invited to wedding, but already had to skip it because it was too far away, and we were busy here. That was really sad. Actually, last weekend, but.
So you
I
guys
still hope for-
haven't had yet experienced Malaysian traditional weddings?
Not yet.
Not yet.
But we had the traditional newborn celebration.
the two of you should keep in contact with Sarah so that when she gets married, she can invite you.
Yeah.
I would love to. Okay.
And suddenly your husband to be is going to be very jealous.
God, please. That's gonna be like, I don't know, 10 years. So good luck.
Come on, they cannot wait for 10 years.
We can.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. All right. In Germany, how's the family culture like? I mean, are you guys like really close knit or anything?
Yeah.
It's like.
Same.
It's
Like-
like you guys do gatherings often, or you guys are very formal with each other, or you guys.
It's. I think we of course we are close to our family, but
Yes.
it's not as close as here. I think especially family influence doesn't play such a high role here. For us, like
Yes.
our parents always say, go and do whatever, like do what you want to, and you have a lot of freedom. So my parents, for instance, they support me in everything I do, but it's my decision. If I say I want to go to Malaysia, they say, yeah, sure, do it. Like, we support you in that. Yeah, it's not like we have like every, let's say, weekend we have family gatherings, but there are a lot of families that do that. But I think it's always depending on the family that you have. Because
Yes.
for us, I have a very big family. Spread all over Germany, so it's very hard to have like big family gatherings. So we have them at like, we know that next month there's one coming up. Okay, so we go there. Everybody's excited, but then it takes a while until you see like all your uncles and aunts and all of them again.
How do you find Malaysian parents? Too strict?
I mean,
It's, I think it's also very individual, right? Like,
Yes.
I met different kinds of parents here already, or at least what the children, of course, told me. So yeah, I wouldn't say too strict. I mean, like family plays simply a very high role. So all the parents want the best for their children, and this is maybe why sometimes they are a bit strict in Germany. Yeah, I think you also can find these kind of parents, but I think all families are very open to experience or get your own way child.
But I think what I experience is that the parents here are a bit more. Do you know the term laissez-faire? Like
Yeah.
they let go and
Oh, yes,
and
yes.
they are not so strict. For example, the children are running around and they
Yeah.
cross the street and they don't say anything. They just let them run and doing their experience and
Yeah.
Yes.
see what's dangerous or something. And in Germany, most of the parents, I think so, are very. They keep their children very close and try to protect them from anything dangerous outside. And many don't let them make their own experience. I think it's maybe a bit different from the. But I don't know the parents here that good. I haven't ever talked to one.
Okay.
But you refer mostly to when children grow up, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
small
it's
children,
about
of course.
Small children.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Later on in our age, like your parents, they go to Malaysia. Yeah, but Timo's totally right about that. Young parents try to protect their children from any harm that can be on the street.
The world is the enemy. Okay. Any other questions, guys? Okay. Yes. Okay. So I would like to ask you guys about the wedding traditions in Germany. So how do you guys do your weddings?
Ooh, I haven't attended that many weddings in Germany, to be honest. Only 2 since I was a child. But usually there's first wedding at church.
Yeah, exactly.
So you meet in a usually smaller circle, only the closest relatives to you, and you have the wedding in the church with the
The wedding process.
wedding process, which is actually quite short. And maybe after that you have a sit-in or just a drink together, and then a few days after, or maybe also a week, there's a big wedding fest normally with many friends and all that together. That's how I know it. Maybe there are some differences, and usually they rent a romantic place, like a castle or something.
Germany's big about castles. We have a lot of castles.
That's the dream of most of the women.
Yeah.
Well.
Usually the woman wears a white dress, classically, and the man, a suit.
When the wedding couple leaves the church, we throw rice at them. It's like rice, and also we put how do you call that? Flowers all over the floor. And what else do? We have a big celebration after that. Like normally in church, many people say only the family, and after that there's a big celebration where they invite everybody, and
And there's also a tradition called Polterabend.
Yeah, Polterabend. Yeah, that's very nice.
Maybe you can explain it.
It's like I think it's like 3 days before the wedding.
Yes.
Or it's like very close to the wedding, and then you throw a lot of old what?
China.
Yeah, like
Dish.
how do you
Plates.
Like plates. You throw plates and cups or anything to break them. Exactly. And and after that it has to be cleaned up by the wedding couple or the by the wedding couple or their family. It's about, because they throw it away because they start a new life. So one of the very traditional wedding gifts generations back was that you get like very nice dishes and everything for your wedding from the guests. So anybody who presents it to the new couple. And this is why the old ones have to be get rid of, but it's like a very old-fashioned tradition, but still many people do it, and it's a lot of fun.
Yes, please.
You should do that tradition in here.
Yeah.
What, they throw the China thing?
Like receiving dishes like the most common present you would get when someone.
Yeah, and then you have so much room.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's so common.
And then the cupboards is just like,
Yeah.
why are we keeping this?
Yeah, my
So
brother.
you can say you're going to introduce a German tradition and you just smash.
I smashed. Yeah, when my brother got married, I mean, there's like so many dishes. I was like, he doesn't even use it.
That's the best gift I've ever seen. My brother is a married guy, so
Yeah.
the best gift I've seen was he was given, what do you call that?
Apa tu? Stove? Yeah, that's the stove. Okay.
What is the stove?
The stove. At the kitchen, you know.
The one where you when you go into the kitchen you want to cook.
Yes, yeah, it's
okay.
the stove.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, whoever did give them to them.
Nice.
I think that's the same in Germany. That's
Yeah.
a common thing. That you get a lot of stuff which you actually don't
Yeah.
need.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother got a blender and then the juicer.
Okay.
That's the best.
Like all this kitchen equipment you own,
Yes, always kitchen equipment.
and you never use it.
Yes. Yeah, yes.
The married couple already have their own house.
Yeah.
And then when my brother, yes.
Also maybe something different from here is I think people get married later than people do here. For us, it's the Germans, like you can stay in a relationship for many years, and many people also they say, yeah, we live all our lives together, but we don't get married. It's just the decision of
Yes.
many people, but in general, I would say people like to get married, of course, but it's not it's not very urgent.
They take their time.
They take a lot of time. Normally it's like career first, and but you already live together, move together. Maybe some people also have children before they get married and everything. So yeah, that's.
What's strange is that although that they take their time, there's a high rate of divorce. I think every third marriage or something like that is going to be divorced after them. I don't know how it is here. I think you stay for your lifetime together usually then, right?
Yeah, normally the older couples,
Yeah.
they stay for a lifetime. But nowadays, I don't know, people like they're very impulsive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
okay.
they don't even want to get married, but just because they think they love each other and blah blah blah, so they decide to get married, and
Okay.
later on they
Okay.
got divorced.
So it's
Okay.
maybe the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the same.
It's quite a
Um,
sandwich.
I'm sorry to ask this if this sounds personal to
No,
both
no,
of you,
no problem.
but personally, what do you think about marriage yourself?
Marriage?
Yes.
One day for sure, of course, yeah. But for me personally, it's a lot like I don't put myself on high pressure. For me, getting married, yeah, it's a nice thing, but it's like so grown up. So right now, like, I mean, I'm super happy with my girlfriend and everything is fine. So if it stays like that for the next 20 years, like a marriage. For me personally, I don't know. Of course, it gets you even more closer together. But if you're also happy all the time, it's nothing you have to force yourself to say next year we have to get married. No, I think the timing and the place has to be perfect, and then you can do it. And it's nothing I want to rush. So
Okay.
yeah.
Timo?
Yeah, I'm actually the same opinion. I think it's not that important to get quickly married, or some people maybe take like a challenge or something to get married as fast as possible to show their love, and yeah, but I think you should take your time and yes.
Okay, we're talking about marriage again here, I'm sorry. There's this popular problem in Malaysia where the girls nowadays are always more keen to the careers instead of marriage, and these girls are always being how do I say it? Dipandang situ.
Oh, they're frowned upon. You mean it's like
I cannot find the word.
it's like
Okay, these girls are always whenever the girls marry earlier, they will be more respected. But when the girls goes for the career instead of the marriage, they will be like
What is career?
career.
A career.
career. Yes.
Okay, okay.
Oh my god. I was wondering what was a carry. A carry? Okay. Alright. I'm sorry, I don't know.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. But in Germany, it's like nobody puts you. I think nobody puts you under pressure when to get married, right?
No.
I mean, like it's not like your parents have to tell you like you get married before you're like this age. No, it's totally the decision of the child.
And I think it's actually the opposite. Your parents rather say, take your time and think about it before
Yeah.
you get married, before you do it too quick.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Not many. There are not as many parenthood things like that in Malaysia.
Yeah.
Yes.
And normally girls also start a career and everything and then get married. Like it's
And
not.
then whenever the parents keep pushing the girls towards it, the girls themselves will start getting worried about getting married.
Okay.
You know, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of a pressure in Malaysia.
Yeah, yeah. I heard many girls after they graduate from university, they directly go into marriage and stay home, right? Like I mean, many don't even start working in the field they studied, right?
I think it's a waste. I think
Yes,
personally, I think it's kind of a waste because
Yeah.
you're studying and you have got your degrees and all
Yes.
that, but you're not even going to actually show what you're capable of.
Yes.
And there are so many smart girls with such a high potential. We see that in our
Yeah,
classes.
yeah.
They are full of girls, and they.
Full.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
And
how
I
it
mean,
is.
like they have all the resources but don't get to use it. Yeah.
Sad sometimes.
Yeah. In
Mom-
Germany, you don't find that. Like in Germany, if a girl studies, she studies for the reason to later on work in this job. And, yeah.
Let's go study in Germany. Let's go and study in Germany.
God, I wish I could bring my mom with me. Let's go. Okay.
Also, one thing about Germany, our education is totally for free. So university is for free, and in Germany we pay a lot of high taxes, but you get so many social benefits, like 3 years maternity leave or something.
3 years maternity leave? Seriously?
You know, it's good to have 3 years between this because then
Yeah, yeah.
you get accustomed to
Yeah,
each other.
that's a good thing.
And it's also for the man. Sometimes the woman starts working and the man stays at home and looks for the children and do the housework or something like that. That's also quite awesome.
And we just established we have a certain rate of females we have to have now in high management positions. So, the equalization of male and female, especially in management, they're very pushed right now. We also our chancellor is a woman. Yeah.
Okay, so yes, can you tell us about how you guys do funerals in Germany?
Funerals.
Yes,
Like
funerals.
in Malaysia, like in our religion, the person will be buried
Like as soon as possible.
under the ground.
For us the same, but you wrap the person in fabrics,
Yes,
right?
yes.
We have a coffin, like wooden box you put the person in. And also, normally close relatives, family, and also friends, and everybody's invited to come. Very traditional, it's like everybody comes in black and very formal, but nowadays many people request for like please come in color and make it not such a sad occasion, but please remember how happy the person is, and then it gets like very personal.
And we don't have a certain time frame where we have to bury the dead person. It can take up to a week or even longer. I think you have a certain time.
Yes,
Or
It's like-
what was it?
it's as soon as possible. Yes.
The faster you can do that, is better. You don't want the body to
The
And usually in Germany, we start with a trade. If the person was religious, there will be a trade in the church, and after we have like something like a procession over the graveyard, and there will be a speech from the priest, from the priest, and then you will get buried. And they put a stone on your grave with your names and your dates when you were born and when you died.
And also when they put the coffin down in the ground, it's not like everybody leaves. It's like everybody lines up and get the chance to put flowers in the grave or put some ground. It's like symbolic of everybody gets the last chance to say goodbye and then.
And you can also throw flowers or whatever you want, or something like a small gift, which connected you to the dead person.
And we, especially right after the funeral, like our graves are pretty because like most graves, you have a lot of flowers there and
big buckets
Yeah.
put on it.
yeah, people take a lot of time on like keeping it nicely. And our graveyards are normally, it's not like a field or something. It's like a park. You can especially in the big towns, it's like very nice old trees there, and it's like even if you don't know anybody there, you can go there and like enjoy the scenery because it will be very beautiful.
And you're responsible for the grave where your relative is in, so you put flowers on it and make it nice, and you garden it a bit and keep it clean.
And refer to how the person was a little bit. Like some people, let's say they put like symbolic stuff from their job or anything the person liked or something they put on the grave. So outsiders, still when you go to a German cemetery, of course most of the people you don't know that lie there, you can still guess what they did for their profession or what they liked as a hobby or something. So on many ways.
Do you believe in bad spirits, ghosts?
Do you guys?
That's a tough question. We could probably talk for hours about.
Because in Malaysia,
Yeah.
we believe in that.
Yeah, spiritual stuff here is like, it's pretty.
It's a major thing.
I think most of the people in Germany, they are rather rational. They don't believe in something like ghosts or. Actually, I think I can't answer the question for myself at the moment. I think I believe in a higher spirit like God or something, but I don't know if I should or could believe in something like a devil or something like bad ghosts.
Actually, in Malaysia, it depends on our educational level. Some people with their, they are highly educated. They don't believe in those things.
Yeah, this is also a bit similar to Germany. I think the more educated people are also less religious than the less educated people.
I mean,
Timo
not,
is like,
not,
we can
not
talk about
only,
this all night long.
Yes, we can talk about this all night long. Okay.
yeah, religion, like especially religion here, when people talk to us, it's one of the major topics where you can find differences.
Yes.
Not only because of the religion, but of the role religion plays in a certain country.
Yes.
So we just did this presentation on Germany, and how much was it? Like 60% are Christians, but only 5% of them are like going to church or anything. So
And usually it's the older generation.
Yeah.
It's also a question of your background, what your
Yeah.
parents and grandparents taught you
Yeah.
to pray or not to pray.
For instance, my grandparents go to church every Sunday, but my family normally not only for these occasions like Christmas.
Yes,
and
that's usually
Easter.
the
Yeah.
date in the year where you go
Yeah,
to church.
exactly. Although I did all this like introduction to you know, there's the process of growing up in church. I did all this in my childhood and all that, and like Timo said, I also think there is something. Yeah, but I wouldn't consider myself as like the highly practicing religious type.
Like it's
most
taught
of
in
the
the
time.
Bible.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it's the same as Malaysian, of course, because some of us we can say all Malays are Muslim, but
Yeah.
not all of them are practicing the
Practice,
Yes.
Yeah.
Going to the next question.
Yeah.
How did Jeremy's place first impression? First impression. For example, in Malaysia, if you see someone who, for example, the group over there, you would say, yeah, they're going out and hang out somewhere and start teasing girls and do bad stuff or something like that.
Right.
Okay, that was an example. I did not actually say that. Okay, that was an example. But if you were looking at the case, oh yeah, where's the parents? Why are the parents doing this to the kids, leaving them alone or something like that? That is typical Malaysians. How about you,
Yeah.
Jeremy? How do you have first impressions about, you know, maybe people, appearance, how they dress up or something?
You can't generalize that. It's always on the person who does that. Like, I mean, there are definitely. I know all these people in my neighborhood when I grew up. We're sitting there and like, how do you treat the child? And it's like, but it's these people that
Don't have
sometimes
life.
exactly. That's the only thing they have in life. It's like judging other people on very narrow
Narrow-minded.
impressions they get.
They're looking over the fence what their neighbors are
Yeah,
doing.
That is
Complaining
Yeah.
it's too loud on Saturdays or Sundays. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is typical.
So you always find
Yeah.
these people.
What is your personal opinions on Malaysians who are like that? I mean, the very narrow-minded, typical Malaysian who always, you know, judge things.
I bet it's the same like narrow-minded Germans.
Yes.
So it's not about which nationality you have.
Actually, we haven't made any bad experience in that way. So since now everyone was very friendly and warm and kind to us, so we really can't complain.
Yeah.
When you first came in Malaysia, what is your first impressions on the Malaysians, and what are the Malaysians' first impression on you guys?
Directly I had the impression like I was so amazed how friendly the people are here. Like you feel welcomed so easily. Like now it's the same thing. We just met and we have like this very deep going talk. It's not only on the surface. Here you have the impression like people really let you close to them directly from the beginning. And I think for us, to the Malays, like what the Malays the impression I have is like, I don't know, like we come from a such different cultural background that they are very very interested in like learning about how we are
Yes.
on the same level like we are interested how you guys here are. So it's like it's the perfect match. So you it's a win-win all the time for everybody. Yeah.
Okay, so I've done a little bit of research on the German culture. So
Maybe you're better informed than we are.
okay, so is it true that I came across this that Germans they really like to plan stuff? I mean, if for example, if there's anything that like sudden change or like something came up all of a sudden,
We don't have sudden change because we always have a plan B.
They plan everything.
They plan everything. So basically, there's no such
If it
thing
doesn't
as.
work, everything gets out of control.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So you have 3 plans. So you should have 3
Yeah.
plans. A, B,
Yeah.
C.
If you're very good, yes, yes.
No, I'm not a plan kind of person. I'm more like do whatever I want to do.
Yeah, it depends on the. I think it highly depends on the topic you're talking about. If we do, let's say, we start a company, we like to plan everything, like because it's a major risk involved. So the higher the risk, the higher we plan. But let's say we talk about like it's Friday and we say like, shall we go tomorrow on vacation? Yeah, sure, let's do it. Then it's very spontaneous, so not planned at all. And we just grab the next plane or bus and just go anywhere. And,
This is especially in business life.
Yeah.
Your employee, for example, he expected you to be very organized and very planning person and very structured and everything. This is a typical German thing.
Yeah.
definitely.
So when it comes to business, we plan a lot. Yeah, I would say
Then
that.
I must have German culture in myself because I love to plan things.
Yeah.
Okay, if I have
Yes,
to sleep
yes.
at night, then no one can change my
Yeah.
plan. Okay, or I would be angry.
Yeah. But also, but on the other hand, for instance, when we talked about like how we plan our lives, like I have no plan when I want to have children or anything like that. So if it happens, it happens. Then you just and you're happy like it is. It's not like I want to plan all these steps for my private life.
So you guys mentioned that you guys are you guys study business, right? And do you guys have any plans to form a company in the future?
To start or to work?
To form.
To form a company. I always thought about that. I would love to do a music label one day.
Wow, that's very interesting. And how
It's a
about?
dream of many German business students, but I think very less of them really put it into action then later because it has, in Germany it's quite difficult to start a company and it is connected with a very high financial sources and risk, of course, yes. So
Also, my dream is not to start it from the ground, but like, I don't know, find a company that maybe could be improved very highly and just like help them and if I see the potential there, try to support it and make it better and make it grow. Yeah.
many wants to be their own boss and to be independent and don't want to depend on someone else.
Sarah just told you she researched about your culture, and one of the questions that she told me was that whenever the Germans went to visit someone's house, they have to bring gifts. Does that apply?
This is actually not the case.
No, not the case. I would say it's very friendly, of course. I mean,
Yeah, you
if
can do that.
If you meet old friends like you haven't seen in a while or
Yes.
something, like to bring a gift. But especially for our students, we never do that.
No.
I mean, if you're invited to a party, it's like we bring some drinks or anything.
Or for birthday, for example.
Yeah, birthday
Or
present.
for anything
So
special.
if it's just a visit, then you don't. you
but
actually
I mean,
do that.
like if we would meet like every second day,
They will run out of money.
gift or anything.
Okay.
Because I was doing a research on Finland.
Finland.
And, yes, and it states that whenever someone needs, for example, I was just going there and the people they just started to know me and they invite me to go to their house, then I am bound to actually bring flowers or chocolates or some gifts to the host.
Yeah, I think the northern countries are a bit more into that. They also England and so.
And one thing you just mentioned is that also applies for Germany, but that's a quite other case because if you just meet people and they invite you for the first time to your house, it's very polite to bring like a gift. I mean, if you just, let's say I came to Malaysia and I just met some new people and they directly invite me to their house and it's like I feel a little bit honored for that, so I try to give something back.
It depends on the purpose.
Yeah. If some students ask me, let's have a party, then I say, yeah, okay. I'll bring a gift or something.
Yeah, or you ask just what should I bring? Do you need anything? Can I support you with something? Making something to eat. I think that you do it here, right?
I read that one in Finland they say that if you were to go to someone's house, then you have and you were planning to actually say bring food to that house, you actually have to call the host and ask, do you want the food? Because if you don't want it, then you cannot bring the food to the host house.
Okay.
And I was like, okay,
Very
that's-
complicated.
Yeah, that's weird because in Malaysia, I mean, if you want to bring the food, you just go and bring the
Yeah.
food. You don't actually have to call the host and ask about it.
Do you guys have anything else?
Do you guys have anything to ask?
Yes, ask me. Yes.
There's a lot, possibly, but
Yeah, there's like so many topics we could talk about now. So how different do you think Germany is from Malaysia, from what you just learned from us? Very different. Yeah.
Yes.
and did we match your expectations, or did you expect us to be different?
Well, I think you do met the expectations because Germans are part of Europe, right? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.